Do you know that even animals can act smarter than humans in unimaginable ways? Often when humans get stranded in a difficult situation, it's often these creatures that jump to save the lives of the humans. The loveliest aspect of animals in general, and pets in particular, is that they understand human emotions. Though we have heard of stories, mostly dogs, saving the lives of their owners, you'll be surprised to know that there are actually lots of other animals, starting from snakes, lions, to gorillas, and even pigs that have saved the precious lives of humans. Often, they have to put their own lives at stake. In today's video, we'll be sharing with you some mind-blowing stories of how animals protected the lives of humans by scaring away abductors, other harmful beasts, and even from accidents. Without any further delay, let's dive into the world of benevolent animals. Get mesmerized by all the animals' acts. No doubt you'll fall in love with these cute creatures all the more. Number 1. A pet dog protected his owner from being assaulted. Once, when a woman named Maya Fairweather was 18, she had gone on a walk with her pet dog Apollo on the streets of Brooklyn in the evening. Suddenly, a stranger came and tried grabbing her headphones. Then, he pushed her on the ground and was about to assault her when the pit bull pup understood that things had gone into disarray. Apollo sensed that there's something definitely wrong in the man who was trying to assault his owner and immediately bit deep into the leg of the assaulter. The canines were dug so deep into the man's flesh that he had a hard time freeing himself from Apollo's attack. Thus, Apollo saved Maya from getting injured on that fateful evening. Number 2. Lion saves a little girl from the clutches of the kidnappers. This is going to be one of the most astounding stories that you're going to hear today. The year was 2005, when a little 12-year-old girl from Kenya was abducted by 4 men while she was returning home from school. Just imagine how grave and dangerous the consequences could have been if not for the help extended by the lion to the girl. After the girl was kidnapped, 3 lions chased the kidnappers. The lion trio then stood firm and guarded the terror-stricken girl till the point when the police arrived on spot and rescued her. The gigantic lions did not even touch her with their paws. The girl's limbs were bruised because of the kidnappers. However, the lion experts have some other views to present. According to them, the lions were intended to eat up the girl but did not do so because of the sound coming out due to the crying of the girl, which often matches the cries and roars of lion cubs. Anyways, we don't really know if this is true or not, but no one can deny the fact that the lions are to be appreciated for saving the girl's life. Number 3. Rabbit saves his owner from entering into the state of diabetic coma. Can you even imagine that such a little creature like a rabbit can actually save the life of any human? No, right? But this smart rabbit did. Simon Stigall, a UK resident, was watching TV with his wife when suddenly he went into a state of diabetic coma. He would have passed away on that day had not the rabbit sensed that things are not all right with its owner. The rabbit leaped into the owner's chest and thumped and licked his face vigorously. The weird behavior of the rabbit got the attention of the man's wife, who would otherwise have just presumed that her husband had simply fallen asleep while watching TV. The rabbit's alarming acts relayed the signal to the wife that her husband had fallen severely sick. She immediately called the paramedics, thus the man's life was saved ultimately. Kudos to the rabbit. Number 4. Dog saves a woman from getting affected by the fire. Once, at 3 a.m., Diane Thompson, living in Lincolnshire, England, got irritated by the constant barking of her pet dog Bella, who was a Jack Russell Terrier. Thompson received a huge blow and was surprised to see that her living room downstairs was full of dense black smoke. She discovered that the entire ground was on fire because of a short circuit from a plug socket present below the stairs. Though the house was burnt down and damaged to a great extent, it was Bella for whom Thompson and her family could evacuate to safety and return from the verge of death. Number 5. Gorilla mom saves a baby boy. We've all studied and come to know that gorillas and apes are the precursors to human beings. Now, we'll be sharing with you a story that will leave you in awe. Once, a 3-year-old baby boy had accidentally gotten into the confined area of the gorilla at Brooklyn Field Zoo in Illinois. The employees of the zoo had given up hopes of the boy ever returning back from the enclosure, but events took an unexpected turn. There was a 7-year-old female gorilla called Binti in the cage. As soon as she saw that the boy had fallen into the cage, she ran and picked the kid up. Then she carried him to the door of the enclosure so that the rescue workers of the zoo could come ahead and retrieve the boy safely. Usually, a gorilla is capable of inflicting injuries on humans and may even kill them. Thankfully, this gorilla of the zoo acted as a mother and saved the little boy by returning him to his family. Number 6. Labrador saved his blind owner from getting drowned in a stream. An old blind man was once walking with his pet Labrador named Samantha in Maine. Accidentally, the man fell into a brook. Being blind, it was becoming all the more difficult for him to get out of the stream waters. Upon seeing this, Samantha, the pet dog, started barking incessantly. A woman standing nearby heard the barks and called the police for help. After the police arrived, the pet dog directed the police to his owner, who was struggling and gasping for breath in the stream waters. Then the police saved the owner, all thanks to Samantha. Number 7. An elephant saving a girl from the tsunami in Thailand. Remember the frightening tsunami that attacked Thailand in 2004? Amber Owen was then vacationing in Thailand. On a perfect morning, she was experiencing an elephant ride with Ning Nong, the elephant. Suddenly, the elephant started to trace its steps back, away from the sea. After some time, the girl witnessed a huge gigantic wave approaching the shore. She was dead scared, but Ning Nong had traveled quite a long distance away from the beach. The elephant took her to a safe place, and a peaceful one at that, to let her climb down. Thus, she was safely reunited with her family. Did you know that this courageous act by the elephant inspired the famous British writer named Michael Merpugo to write a play about the events that occurred here? Number 8. A cat saving a baby from getting suffocated in a box. Cats can also be life-saving. This tale will make you believe in the kind nature and smartness of a cat. In Russia, a newborn baby was left in a cardboard box in a frigid, utterly cold stairwell. The infant could have died on being exposed to the cold and direct exposure to hostile circumstances. Thanks to the cat, it arrived and protected the baby by giving the baby protection and warmth under its fur. It started meowing constantly, and that's when the neighbor noticed it and called for help. Local people arrived and then saved the infant. The cat, Masha, became highly popularized and became known as the local hero. Number 9. A dog saved a child from getting bitten by a poisonous snake. This incident of a pet dog, Typhoon, occurred in Brazil. A 12-year-old girl was playing outside when she suddenly came across a deadly 6-foot-long jararaca snake. She screamed but couldn't do anything as she was unable to move out of fear. That was when Typhoon came to the rescue and attacked the snake. In the process, the dog got stung by the snake, but the dog was taken to the vet and he was given proper treatment. Thus, he saved the girl and started recovering from the snake bite slowly. Number 10. Parrot saved by the owner's baby from being choked. We all know how a parrot is skillful in imitating human speech, but this very skill of parrots saved the life of a little girl. In the Howard household, everyone was having breakfast. Suddenly, the owner of the child named Hannah started to choke on her food. Mrs. Howard, the mother, had just left the room and there was no one to save the child except for Willie, the parrot, and it started shouting, "Mama, baby!" Miss Howard offered the right first aid to the child and thus the child was saved. For this smart and courageous act, Willie the parrot was awarded with the Animal Lifesaver Award by the Red Cross. Isn't that great? Let us know if you know some other courageous stories of animals and how they saved human lives in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel to keep getting such great videos. We'll catch you on the next one.